welcome back. So here we are going to end up our journey in history in grade 11 with the last chapter, that is chapter 11, and the title of the chapter is Path to Modernization. So let us begin the first module of this chapter, and before that let us see what are the objectives of our module.
Here in this module we are going to understand the theme of the chapter, sources and comparison between China and Japan.
Now let us discuss the theme of the chapter. Children, in this chapter we are going to discuss two very important countries. These are Japan and China. In both countries we are going to compare how these two countries led towards the path of modernization. Sources. Children, sources play a very important role to understand history, and it makes history very interesting to know more and more. So here, to understand path to the modernization towards the China and Japan, we need to understand what are those sources. The very popular source was the historians and scholars writing, and these writings we will see in brief who were the popular writers and scholars whose writings were very popular to know about the history of China and Japan. Next comes the travelogue. Travelogue, as we all know, several visitors, they used to visit different part of the country and they used to predict about their culture and heritage in their writing. So very popular Marco Polo, who visited China in between 1274 to 1290, and he discussed about their culture, lifestyle and pattern of their geography. In the same way, Louis Ferris, he visited towards the Japan and predicted and written more and more about the Japanese and their culture in his writing. Thereafter, there are some sources which are called as official record. These are well maintained in both China and Japan since from their ancient time. Traditionally, China and Japan were very good in maintaining their ancient records. So, we can say official records were also the part of great source. From there, we can come to know about the culture of these two countries. Now comes the religious writing. Apart from religious writing, official records and scholars and historian writings, we have wonderful source to understand the culture and the nature of China and Japan. These were the Christian missionaries who visited in different places of these countries, and they also predicted about their nature.
Following are the sources: official records, dynastic history, scholars and historian writing, popular literature and religious literature.
Moving towards the next topic of this module, let us discuss a short comparison between China and Japan irrespective of their cultural habit, physical feature and geographical contrast. So starting from China. So children, as we all know, China is a continental country. It has beautiful river system. These three popular rivers are Yellow River, Pearl River and Yangtze River. Now if we talk about the language of Chinese, there are two popular languages. These are Chinese and Cantonese. If we say and talk about their human activity, then people are very much fond of animal rearing. Now towards their food habit, Chinese people are very much fond of eating wheat as well as dumpling, pastries and dim sum. Now let us see a short view towards Japan. As we all know, Japan is a group of islands. It is not a continental mass. Now 50% of Japan, which has the mountain region, and these regions have active volcano zones. That we can say as a curse for Japanese. Now if we talk about the language, Japan has single and very popular language which people used to speak, and that is Japanese. Now if we talk about the human activity, people are not in the habit of animal rearing since from their tradition or past. Now if we talk about their food habit, Japanese used to like to eat wheat, rice. Along with that, they like to eat two very popular varieties of fishes. These are rohu and sushi. Now in the same way, These people are very much hardworking and dedicated towards their work.
East Asia at the beginning of 19th century was dominated by China. The Qing dynasty had to a long tradition, seemed secure in its power, while Japan, a small island country, seemed to be locked in isolation. Yet, within few decades, China was thrown into turmoil, unable to face the colonial challenge. The imperial government lost political control and was unable to reform effectively, and the country was under civil war. Japan, on the other hand, was successful in building modern nation state, creating an industrial economy and even establishing a colonial empire by incorporating Taiwan in 1895 and Korea in 1910. It defeated China, the land that had been the source of its culture and ideas, in 1894. Russia and European power in 1905. Chinese reacted slowly and faced immense difficulty as they sought on refine their tradition to cope up with the modern world and to rebuild their national strength and become free from the Western and Japanese control. They found that they could achieve both objectives and removing inequality and of rebuilding their country through revolution. The Chinese Communist Party emerged victorious from the Civil War in 1949. However, by the end of 1970s, Chinese leaders felt that ideology system was retarding economic growth and development. This led to the wide-ranging reform of economy that brought back capitalism and free market, even as the Communist Party retained political control. Japan became an advanced industrial nation, but its drive from empire led to war and defeated at the end of Anglo-American forces. The US occupation marked beginning of more democratic political system, and Japan rebuilt its economy to emerge by 1970s as a major economic power. The Japanese path to the modernization was built on capitalist principle and took place within the world dominated by the Western colonialism. Japanese expansion was justified by all call resist and Western domination and liberate Asia. The rapid development underlined the strength of tradition in Japanese institution and society, their ability to learn and strength of nationalism.
So that's all in this module, dear children. Remaining topic we are going to cover in the upcoming module of this chapter. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.
Let us do some questionnaire. Japan is a continental country, group of island, volcanic zone area or subcontinent of Russia. Next question is, the three major river system of China are Yellow River, Pearl River and Black River, Red River, Blue River and Yangtze River, Yangtze River, Yellow River and Pearl River, or Pearl River, Black River and Blue River. Answer all these questions in comment. Thank you for watching.